All right, viewers, we need to talk because a major WWE situation is spiraling fast and it's hitting the worst possible night. Raw Stranger Things on Netflix tonight, the first Raw of 2026. And right now, there is unconfirmed chatter, rumor, gossip, and speculation that this show could be delayed, but not in the way that you think could be postponed, but not in the way you think. Remember to like, hype, donate, become a channel member today to help save and secure my future right here on YouTube.com. And if that happens tonight about Raw being postponed or delayed, or there being some issues or problems with the show, that's not just a late star, it's a partner optics problem. Because the moment that Netflix viewers start posting, where is Raw? Is it down? That becomes story. Now, you see, a couple of weeks ago, there were a lot of fans that were confused, conflicted. A lot of fans that were questioning, why can't I access Raw? Why can't I watch it on Netflix? It's live, it's happening. But I can't view it, I can't see it, I can't watch it. What is going on? A lot of fans had a lot of problems. Now, I'm not saying everybody. I am not saying that everybody had an issue or problem watching Raw for the last couple of weeks. But there are a few select of you, maybe more than that, that had an issue trying to watch Raw on Netflix. And some of you said, all right, here I am paying for Netflix every single month. Where is my fix of Monday Night Raw? This is becoming an eyesore. I can't even see it. I'm paying for something that I can't see, that I can't view, that I can't take in. Now, this being the first Raw of 2025, and with all the hype around it, the World Championship will be on the line. We might see the return of Chris Jericho tonight after a 5-year absence from the company. And at this moment, guys, we got to bring you up to speed. Guys, remember to like this video. It's so important to leave your comments. Remember to like the video. Like the video. It's so important. But that's why people are saying Triple H is forced to pivot fast. Because even if the show happens, WWE can't let tonight look messy, especially with the whole Stranger Things that are going on. Because the moment Netflix viewers start posting, where is Raw, is it down, that becomes the story. Now listen, as of this recording, we do not have official confirmation that Raw is delayed or postponed. Official previews still list Raw kicking off tonight and specifically promote the Stranger Things theme. I want to get that out there right now. However, this is where the story changes. What's being said, what's realistic, what WWE would do if there is a hiccup, and what to watch for that tells you that the night got rewritten. And yes, the pinned comment will get updated immediately in this video down below if there is anything crucial, the latest, the developments. We'll bring it to you right here on the Brash and the Brazen, because if it weren't for you, there would be no show and view. We keep it true to the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Now, it is going to be a momentous night. There's been a lot writing on Monday Night Raw tonight, make no mistake about it. But here is why this rumor is catching fire just hours away from an era. We are just like about 4 hours away, from Raw tonight. Now, a lot of you say, well, Sean, I don't even have Netflix. I can't watch Raw. Well, that might be changing very soon. We're going to get into that. Tonight is being presented as a special branded episode. Not only is it a branded episode, but it is the first Raw of 2026. Stranger Things night. For those of you, did you watch Stranger Things? Are you into it? Did you see it at the movie theaters? Did you watch it on TV? Did you watch it on Netflix? It is a big deal. It is a big deal. And it is a Netflix milestone vibe for tonight's red branded episode of Raw on Monday night. And fans are locked in. They're glued in. They are waiting in anticipation. And when you mix special themed show in a streaming platform plus high expectations, you get the perfect storm for people to assume any technical hiccup means, maybe a delay. Now, it wouldn't be the first time in WWE history that they've had to delay or postpone a show, or they've had to redo a show. It would not be the first time in WWE history that they have done something like that. And don't let me get into examples where the WWE have had to replay a night or redo a night. And I'm just going to bring one little thing to you. The entire COVID era. COVID, remember what happened there? Yeah. Anyways, and I could have a lot more. I have a lot more in my back pocket that I could bring up where the WWE was delayed, or they had to postpone, or they had to reschedule. Believe me, it has happened. Even weather Even weather, ladies and gentlemen, has impacted the WWE in the past. Think winter time, so to speak. Okay? So, do we have the perfect storm for Monday Night Raw tonight? On a night where CM Punk is scheduled to defend the World's Heavyweight Championship against Braun Breaker. Now, when people say Raw is delayed, it can mean a few different things, to be honest with you. It could mean sometimes delayed means the stream starts a few minutes late, the app hiccups, certain regions load slower, or the live feed is up but people can't find it. And again, this happened a couple of weeks ago where a lot of people could not access Monday Night Raw live. They actually had to go into the app and they had to look for it. They had to search for it. They actually had to find it. So is that the same issues and problems they're going to find tonight on Raw? Now, fans have already talked for a while about the pre-gap, the gap between the being in the arena live and what is showing on Netflix feed, like the streaming being a little behind. Now, that kind of delay is normal in streaming, but the internet doesn't call it latency. The internet calls it Raw is delayed. So a small technical thing becomes a giant rumor, especially on a night with extra eyeballs watching. And again, people are anticipating, people are expecting Raw to go all out tonight, especially on the road to WrestleMania. And we got the Royal Rumble coming up. And apparently, according to those that know, the WWE is already getting the arena ready. They are already starting to set up for the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia for 2026. But this is where Triple H and the WWE production come in. Remember, if you want more videos like this, like, subscribe, become a channel member today. Click the bell, turn on all notifications, because we give you the verification. We give you the latest. We give you the newest. We give you the most definitive. We give you the most defiant. But before that, all right, guys, we're going to dive more into this. But right now, we actually have breaking news on Jade Cargill and her recent matches where there have been multiple injuries, where she has injured multiple WWE stars. Well, you see, that's the thing. When you're as strong and when you're as dominant as Jade Cargill, you can anticipate there to be some injuries, especially with her prowess, her body, her line of work. Now, again, we're going to bring this up to you guys right now. Breaking news on Jade Cargill. We're going to get back into Monday Night Raw. I apologize. But we have to absolutely bring this up right now. Because this is actually spreading like wildfire. It actually has its own wings right now as it concerns Jade Cargill and the superstars, the wrestlers, the girls that she has injured in the ring. Here we go, guys. Breaking news. Despite two WWE superstars getting hurt while working matches with Jade Cargill during the holiday tour, the WWE Women's Champion status and future, her fate is being revealed in real time online. The current reigning WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill, what is going on? What is happening? Well, ladies and gentlemen, during a recent Q&A session, WrestleVotes addressed fan concerns over whether WWE was placing any blame on the current defending WWE Women's World Champion, Jade Cargill, after both Mitchin and B-Fab were pulled from live event matches due to injuries sustained by Jade Cargill. WrestleVotes has made it clear at this stage of the game, and again, we address things can change, and at least this is not yet, okay? Remember, subscribe, like. WrestleVotes made it clear that there was no heat on Cargill right now for the injuries, but that could change if more injuries happen under her watch. And it just so happens that the injuries come out of the house shows. Live events both happen with her in the ring. There's no heat on her yet. I haven't heard that there is issues. She's in the clear, but that can change if more people start getting her under her watch, especially as the WWE Women's Champion. Now, again, your job in the ring is not to kill the other. It's not to injure the other one, okay? Your job in the ring is to put on a show, a performance, to entertain the crowd and protect the person you are working with in the ring. Because this is not boxing. This is not UFC. You're not legitimately trying to hurt the other. You are just putting on a show, albeit there's going to be bruises. There's going to be blood. There's going to be brutality. There's going to be all those things. There's going to be accidents. It happens. It comes with the territory. Just ask John Cena. Just ask Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just ask Bret the Hitman Hart if this comes with the territory, okay? Now, there are two injuries during the WWE live events And of course, they both had to have Jade Cargill in the situation. Obviously, that would happen. So then it's going to make Jade Cargill look like she's out to injure. She's out to, pillage. She's out to ruin. She's out to destruct. She's out to destroy. And in storyline and in the angle, oh, she is. Because, I mean, you take one look at Jade Cargill and, well, she's not your regular girl. She's not your regular woman. She's not your regular female. She is the dominant female, which, quite frankly, you probably wouldn't want to mess with Jade Cargill in a dark alley. You probably wouldn't want to go one-on-one with Jade Cargill because she shows her prominence. She shows her dominance. But as of now, it does not look like, despite rumor and gossip, again, despite speculation from those in the know, Jade Cargill could have had backseat on him, but backstage heat on her. She could have been fined. She could have been pink slipped. She could have been benched. She could have, a number of different things could happen to Jade Cargill. But again, it was just a matter of bad timing. Okay, so we also got breaking updates, massive developments on the WWE creative team and the game Triple H. According to PW Insider, according to those that know at this time, and again, it is always subject to change. This is again why I do multiple videos a day. Okay? Triple H may be the man in charge of WWE Creative. The COO, the COO, the COO, but he's not doing it alone, the game. Now we know exactly who's pulling the strings behind the scenes. According to PW Insider, okay, Bruce Pritchard and Ed Koskey are the two tenured voices running the day-to-day operations inside the creative department. Pritchard continues to oversee the overall process, while Koskey handles the script and edits and makes sure everything fits WWE's corporate vision. Again, that according to Bruce and Ed. Ryan Ward has stepped up in a big way. He's now the running point, guys, of both Raw and SmackDown, making him the central figure behind WWE's weekly storytelling across both brands. Below him, each show has its own creative leaders. SmackDown is run by the Road Dogg, Brian James, and John S. Raw is handled by Alexander Williams and Jonathan Beekstrom. They're backed by teams of staff who build out storylines, develop segments, and pitch week-to-week continuity, all filtered through Ward, Koskey, and ultimately the game Triple H. Paul Levesque still makes the final call on everything, but the machine underneath him is structured, active, and it is absolutely hands-on. This isn't a one-man operation. It's a creative ladder built to keep both brands moving. Now that the WWE names are out there, what do you think? Is Triple H's inner circle delivering the product that the WWE needs, or does the company need fresh minds and creative? Drop your thoughts, your comments below, because we do it in stereo. Now, the report literally told you that there are multiple people dealing with the writing. Yeah, Triple H has the final say, but he isn't writing everything, and that is crucial. That is major to the report. So everybody that is blaming Triple H, everyone that's pointing the finger at Triple H, everybody that's saying Triple H should be replaced, you might want to think about that again, because there are other people working along Triple H, okay? So he's not the main reason it's so bad from time to time. Honestly, WWE isn't great, but I wouldn't call it bad. Again, a lot of people saying, so he's the reason it's so bad. Again, there is a lot of chefs in the kitchen as it concerns that. And as it concerns the Ayatollah of rock and roller, Chris Jericho's current status for tonight's Monday Night Raw. At this time, it would appear as if Jericho is not in Brooklyn or backstage for Raw tonight. But all that could change if the WWE has him hiding in a hotel room or in a bus, or they have him in a backstage area with another name on the locker room door to make you think it's somebody else. So there's a lot of different variants. There's a lot of different things that are going into this tonight. So as far as Chris Jericho returning tonight, all signs point to him returning at the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant. But again, that can always change. Also, we got more breaking news as concerns Roman Reigns and the Bloodline name in World Wrestling Entertainment. Listen to this one. The WWE has been slapped with a lawsuit for stealing the Bloodline gesture. Yes, the Bloodline gesture. WWE has seen a lot of lawsuits over the years, make no mistake about it, okay? They have a legendary team of legal minds on retainer for a reason. Now they are subject to another lawsuit from somewhere in the pro wrestling world. we have a person by the name of Nathaniel who promoted WCWA Wrestling in Arkansas, has filed a lawsuit against WWE, its corporate owner TKO, WWE video game licenses, 2K games, and several related 2K entities. PW Insider reports the case was filed on December the 30th in the United States District Court of the Western Division of Arkansas Fayetteville Division. The 30-page complaint states that the person that's named for the WCWA's creative direction, booking, staging, filming, and publishing. It alleges that beginning around August 2019, he developed a reputable visual sequence for a WCWA faction called Tier 1. Tier 1. The faction used a pose that was very close to the Bloodline gesture. The filling outlines a multi-step sequence built around a deliberate pause, camera-facing formulation, staged arm raises with a single finger point extended, and designed to convey hierarchy and control. The lawsuit stresses he is not claiming ownership of any single gesture, but the full sequence as a protective audiovisual work. The lawsuit then alleges and goes on to allege that the Bloodline angle went on to cause this legal action, and they laid out their points in clear order. Again, you can go search that up online. I'm not going to go into it deeply. The lawsuit also claims that WWE later licensed the alleged sequence for use in a WWE 2K video game series. He says he first noticed the similarities in January 2024 and notified the defendants in October 2025 that he was asserting WCWA's common law trademark and trade dress codes. He is seeking a jury trial and declaration that the defendants infringed on his WCWA copyrights. He is also asking for a permanent injunction, removal of material from WWE programming and WWE 2K games, damages and profits tied to the alleged infringement, full financial accounting, destruction of material, attorney fees, and corrective advertising to address consumer confusion. Wow. We will keep a close eye on this case if there's any updates or developments or changes. You never know what will happen in the pro wrestling world. WWE also has a very the WWE has a way of winning a lot of lawsuits that come their way through a variety of maneuvers in the legal process, in the legal arena. Some would say it's a bunch of BS. It's a finger in the ear. Their person suing is going to be embarrassed by this dumbass lawsuit. If it's not registered, then it's not his. Does this mean only Ric Flair can do the woo? If you invent a move, it is solely you can do it? The company literally has a name that has WCW in it, so can WWE change their name? WWE is forever stealing others' ideas. Again, this is according to fan comments online. So this is obviously taking on a life of its own. Also, breaking news, Seth Rollins is backstage from Monday Night Raw tonight. Seth Rollins is in Brooklyn. What does this mean? What is this alluding to? Is Seth Rollins going to be able to return a lot sooner than anticipated, a lot sooner than expected? Well, as they say, anything can happen in the WWE. But Seth Rollins is backstage at Raw tonight. Now, that could mean a variety of different things. It could mean that Seth Rollins shows up. It could mean that Seth Rollins doesn't show up. It could mean that Seth Rollins is actually used or Seth Rollins is not used. Will Seth Rollins play a factor tonight on Monday Night Raw? There is a lot of different things going on to that, but again, the fact that Seth Rollins is backstage at Raw is a very true and telling sign if you ask the brash and the brazen. Also, multiple talents exit AEW after their contracts expire. Again, multiple talents are exiting AEW after their contracts expire. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions on all of that. Because this is where we're at. This is Sean View, and this is what I do for each and every one of you because I believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. WWE Monday Night Raw, is it on delay? Is it postponed? Is it canceled? We will bring you all that and much more where there's never a snore because I will always score. Subscribe with plenty more to come around the clock, and I will never stop for each and every one of you because I will always prevail.